Right, here we go then. Trip down memory lane. House built by Thorn Homes in 2022. Brand new build on a parcel of land that was from the neighbouring property. We've got 4 stories, ashlar stone, very, very high-end build. I want to walk you around the whole of this building. Come and take a look. So again, just introducing this house, full ashlar stone stairs, 3-storey high ashlar stone. This was actually done by a company called RS Stone Masonry. So Luke Cascarino, Ross Sovereignton, will give Ross's credit for etching in the house name by hand on site. Priory Villa, natural stone, many tens of thousands into this stonework. We're going to take you around the whole property this morning. I'm going to introduce you to the clients, the new owners, and everything throughout this house from the basement all the way to the 4th floor. So pushing through, we're in the main hallway of Priory Villa. As I said, it's a Cheltenham project. We're actually on the ground floor, which is elevated. So that comes up through the stairs because that's allowed us to put a basement in. So it's basement over 4 floors. So I'm going to walk you through just about every detail of this house. And as we come into the hallway, obviously we've got a large front door, a 1.5 times standard door in terms of size, both directions. You've got a few striking features that you'll notice. 2.8 metre doors, so these are special order, additional, so they're wider, they're taller, just give it that extra grand feeling as you're coming through the main entrance. Now, before we walk through the main dwelling, I want to just point out that we've managed to keep all of the stairwell open, which gives a grand and superior feeling of openness throughout the whole property. And how we've done that is actually we've got a 4 sprinkler system throughout the whole of this dwelling. So sprinkler systems in England are not mandatory. However, in Wales and Scotland, they are mandatory, so they're becoming more and more mainstream. Obviously, this was built in 2022, which has meant that we were ahead of the curve, but also it allowed us to not have to have a fully enclosed stairwell right the way throughout the property. So if we walk through main hallway, we come into the hallway, the first thing we see is obviously the stairs. These stairs, which will show you oak all the way throughout, glass treads, which gives you that feeling of light throughout the stairs. You've also got actually a 15-metre chandelier, which again, we're going to take you up to the top floor, and that chandelier is pretty impressive. I'm going to show you the second one in a sec. As we come through, we've got downstairs loo and basin, nice paneling on the walls, just to give it that touch of real high-end quality whilst maintaining a conservation look. Into the main living area, you know, we've got another 4-metre chandelier. This is a 2-storey aspect to a flat contemporary roof light, and this house really does mix contemporary with tradition. As you walk back through the living area, one thing I want to show you, you'll see that the ashlar stone on the external part of the property I've actually brought into the existing. So you'll see we've got a vertical damp course, 2-storey window, internal ashlar stone, external ashlar stone, just gives it that touch of real high-end finish. And then you'll see walking into the living room, parquet floors right the way throughout, laid herringbone. So you'll see that this, the owners here have got this set up with nice backdrop table and chairs. So pushing through, handmade bespoke kitchen. We've got high-end Corian swirled worktops. This was actually a new finish. So you'll see that this finish, we go up the splashbacks onto the sill. So there's no tiled sill. This is effectively all one piece. All Neff appliances, fridge, your normal fridge, double oven, Neff cooker, hob, all integrated. Floors right the way throughout, and lovely finish. Right, from the main kitchen, we're going to go down into what is the basement. It's set up as an office, a secondary living area, and a secondary part of where what could be a bedroom is actually set up to be a snug. So we'll take you down and show you that. You'll see that these stairs matching all the way throughout. We've had these mirrors behind us, fully designed so that the backdrop of the stairs gives you that sense of space on what is already a very grand house. Right, so down into the basement part of the build. Hallway, we've got a full office here, which is set up as an office with the cameras and all the tech. On the front elevation that you saw before, we've got nice French doors, all aluminium. These French doors and all the windows are actually gold on the front. So I'll show you that in a bit more detail, but you see that we've got the gold railings, gold windows and doors front elevation. They're actually grey on the back because we've gone for different colours at different aspects. You'll see office layout. Right, so moving on from the office, in the basement we have the utility room. So the utility, as you'd expect, fully functional, washing machine, tumble dryer and storage. What you'll notice is we've carried on the bespoke aspect of the kitchen. So we've got the same Corian swirled worktops. So these are actually a special order. They are not standard. You'll see that we've got a large heat recovery unit. Now that's bringing fresh air into the 2 floors below, so the basement and the ground floor. And then we have a plant room up in the loft, which I'll show you, which actually houses the next 2 floors. So there's 2 big heat recovery systems. Also, what you've got in here is a water pump system. So this is because there's 4 showers that's all pumped off of the same system. This is actually electric. You set your own bars, which is your pressure coming into the showers, and you can run all 4 showers off of this system and nobody would know that anybody else was in the shower. There is no drop in pressure. This will kick in and keep every shower at the same pressure so that you could, I mean, the chance of having 4 in the shower at the same time, but this system can cope. So again, in the basement, because the basement is set up so it could be an annex, could be use it for what you like. We've got a snug second living office utility and downstairs bath, shower room, alcoves in all the bathrooms, nice finish sinks, taps. So all of this is high end. We actually had a designer come in and do most of this for us in terms of the finishes. So tiles, bathrooms, sanitary ware, flooring. We'll walk back through past the stairs. You'll see what could be a multifunctional room effectively, could be a bedroom. We've obviously done all the wardrobes. This is set up as a snug, and the owners here use this as a quiet room. And you'll see again now, you've got your sliding doors onto the rear patios, which we're going to show you. These sliding doors are grey, as are the railings on the back, because the house on the back is rendered. So we've got gold set within the ashlar stone, and then we've got grey sliding doors and windows on the rear elevation. Walking into what is the second reception. So again, the owners here, they use this as more of an evening room. So especially on hot summer's day, they'd be down here as opposed to upstairs. But you'll see that upstairs is a lot more open plan. So it gives you that feeling of space. But you know, when you want to just relax in an evening, you'll see that you've got the backdrop of the plants and the patio, which then is all grey and rendered. So porcelain slabs throughout. Right, so the backdrop of these stairs, 4 stories, as I've said, you've got fully glazed with stainless steel fixings. We've got mirrors on the back of all the floors, which gives you, again, that sense of space. And then as you'll come through here, I just want to show you on the backs of these stairs, for a building control, we actually glaze the treads. And these are glazed treads with stainless steel fixings across all the stairs. Gives it a lovely contemporary high-end finish whilst maintaining compliance with building control. A lot of stairs I see where they haven't necessarily got the backdrop, them kick plates on the back of stairs are actually standard now for building regulations. We'll go up to the first floor. Right, here we go, pushing through. We're on the first floor landing, which you see there's even some detail that we've added into this landing. So where we have that 2-story element of the 4-meter chandelier, you'll see that that's over here. And then as we come around here, you can actually see, feel and touch the ashlar stone. So you can actually see that that finish continues right there through our 2-story window. So real high-end finish. We've got glass handrail here, which just continues the view. Another thing I want to draw your attention to is where we've put extra detail into this property with a conservation look. So we have high-end architrave. We've got your square blocks at each of the corners, and then it just gives you that additional finesse that you wouldn't see on a normal property. So this is coming into effectively bedroom 4. Bedroom 4, again, you'll see that the doors here are floor to ceiling. So this is tilt only. So this doesn't actually open. This door tilts towards you and doesn't open as a door. But again, you've got that real high-end gold finish that you'll see from outside, which matches the ashlar stone lovely. Right, pushing through from bedroom 4. We'll just have a quick look in bedroom 3. It's identical, but I want to show you again, as we go to the back of the property, You've got real high-end finishes throughout, built-in wardrobes. These have actually got grey windows and doors, electric blinds. So these are day-night blinds. So they actually switch so that, you know, if you want to just keep them closed in the day without blackouts, then you can't. First of all, landing, I want to show you the main bathroom. So bathroom is, again, all high-end tiles, high-end finish. Bath, no shower in this one, so because there's showers in all the bedrooms. Alcoves, LEDs to all the alcoves where we possibly could. You will also see that we've got high-end sinks, finishes, storage, and again, underfloor heating throughout, all controlled independently. As we go, this would be bedroom 2. So bedroom 2, large bedroom, wardrobes, fully built in. Again, the same as these are electric blinds, so they actually stay down. They're day-night blinds, but grey windows and doors throughout. Show you into the ensuite here. These are all wet room style, so you know there's no shower trays. Everything's tiled. Same taps, sinks, everything built in. Alcoves, even on the small alcove here in the shower room, we got LEDs. We've got summer heating elements in all the bathrooms. So these radiators can be used in the summer so that when the underfloor heating is not on, but each of the bathrooms all have their own underfloor heating, which is controlled independently of the rest of the house, as is all the bedrooms. Every bedroom's zoned off. Right, pushing through to the top floor, which houses the master suite. As we're coming up to the master suite, I just want to show you a couple of bits added. Fully picture framed in roof light, which obviously this is on the flat roof around the parapet walls, which allows some natural light into this final floor. You'll see that the picture frame here has been painted a slightly different colour to the rest, just to give it that extra finesse as you come up onto this landing. And then as we come up here, as we're nearing the top, you'll see that our 15-metre chandelier actually goes all the way down to the basement, which actually gives it a real finish to, as you walk up these stairs, you've got a lovely chandelier, which is on every single floor. As we walk up, we're going to the final landing. Right, that's us on the top floor. I want to show you this house is a master suite, which the first thing I'll show you is we've actually put an outdoor seating area. That outdoor seating area has some cracking views of Cleve Hill. Tables and chairs out here on a summer's day. This would just be lovely for teas, coffees, and general sit and look at the world. Glazed areas just to comply building regs. We've frosted all that just to show some privacy both directions. You'll see we've got 2 windows here. Again, this is at the top of where the chandelier is. Them windows are both electric, which means they can be opened and closed no problem. Right, so top floor, showing you the chandelier, showing you the external seating area. You'll see in here, this is the main master suite. Now, instead of building a separate walk-in wardrobe, we actually went for going for a very, very large double room. Some would say it's a room and a half. Wardrobes built in, windows and doors both sides. So we've got grey windows. So as we're walking through the master suite, you'll see that again, high-end ensuite, fully tiled floor to ceiling, alcoves, taps, everything built in. Walk-in shower room, again, all power showered, underfloor heating, summer heating elements on the radiators so they can be used all year round. Grey windows and doors, which have a powder coated finish. That's right. And that will show you the internals of what is a fine house. Right, so pushing through, we're on the rear elevation. You'll see, as I said, we've got natural stone steps. We've got natural stone copings. Then we've got silver powder coated railings, and you see these railings actually we've actually put them in traditionally, so they're actually welded in with hot lead, which is a real traditional way of installing the railings. Then you'll see that on the back we've got a standing seam system, which obviously gives a lovely finish to the rear elevation. Grey powder coated aluminium windows and doors, and then we go up where we've created a backdrop which has got a parapet wall. And then you'll see above that, you'll see a standing seam eyebrow right the way around the building. It gives it a finish like you've never seen. And then porcelain slabs across here. Obviously, all this has been planted. We've got a lovely backdrop with some mirrors incorporated to give that sense of space. And as we're coming through, there's obviously steps down into the basement where we was before. And that basement is obviously can walk out of what was the snug and the second reception room. And then there's some, again, aluminium steps down to the basement, which gives you a full flow of this property. So this is the final view of the front elevation of Priory Villa, bearing in mind that it's got carbon net zero, solar panels, heat recovery system. We won the Sustainability House of the Year 2023, the year after we built it. And what a fine house it's going to be now and forever. Thanks for watching.